Mm-hmm. What? I can't take this anymore. Maybe you just watch my favorite reality show.
Tell them where I'm from. Finger on the pump, make the six.
Yes! Guess what are you playing? I'm playing Solitaire. Solitaire? Yeah. It's similar to a game called Klondike. Haven't you heard of this before? Well, I've heard about it, but I've never played it before.
Really, Angie? Solitaire is a really fun game. And what I really like about it is that you can play it even on your own.
And it's not just a game. You can actually apply statistics to it. Oh, come on, Nicole. You nerd! Shut up, Ace. You're just afraid that I might calculate the probability that you're going to lose.
Ooh, burn!
Well, can anyone please teach me how to play this? Sure.
Solitaire refers to a variety of single-player card games using a standard deck of 52 cards. Many of the classic solitaire games played in the United States are actually variations of a game named Klondike. It is a simple game involving strategy, skill, and a bit of luck. What you need: a standard deck of 52 playing cards. The jokers will not be used. A playing surface large enough to lay out the game. Setting up the game. Shuffle the cards thoroughly 4 to 5 times should be sufficient. 28 cards are dealt from the deck into 7 tableau piles, with the number of cards per pile increasing from 1 to 7 from left to right. The top card of each tableau is face up, the rest are face down. For example, the first pile on the left will consist of a single card face up. The second pile will be 2 cards, one face down, and then another face up. The third pile should have 2 cards face down and one face up. This pattern continues for all 7 tableau piles. You will need to leave room at the top of the playing surface to create 4 foundations. These foundation piles will be created when an ace becomes available and will be built upon in its ascending order with cards of the same suit from ace to king. The remaining cards are placed in the upper left-hand corner and become your draw pile. Playing the game. Top cards of the tableau piles and the draw pile are available for play. Look at the tableau to see if you have an ace showing. If so, use it to start a foundation. Move cards from one tableau to another by arranging them in descending order with alternating colors. For example, move a onto a red or onto a black. When you remove the last face-up card from a tableau pile, flip over the top face-down card, making it the new face-up card. Sort through the draw stack when there are no longer cards to play on the tableaus. Move cards to the foundation as soon as possible. The game is won when all cards are moved into the 4 foundations.
The probability of getting an unfaced card out of 52 playing cards. The total number of face cards out of 52 cards is 3 times 4, which is 12. The total number of non-face card out of 52 cards is 52 minus 12, which is 40. Therefore, the probability of getting a non-face card is the number of favorable outcomes over the total number of possible outcomes, which is 40 over 52 or 10 over 13.
The following are the probability of winning. Number 1. The number of possible card combinations is 52 factorial. Number 2. Winning a game is equivalent to saying that the last 52nd card you draw is a king. Therefore, a king must be on the bottom of one of the 13 piles. An example, determine every possible combination with at least one king among the first 13 cards. Remember that there can be up to 4 kings and that it doesn't matter which king it is. Number 3. Of the above possibilities of a king on the bottom, you must now figure the odds of turning that king over last. This depends on which cards have already been turned over and the positions of the remaining cards. This is rather nasty thing to calculate with.
The probability of getting a king or a queen. The total number of king is 4 out of 52 cards. The total number of queen is 4 out of 52 cards. So the number of favorable outcomes, for example, a king or a queen, is 4 plus 4 equals 8 out of 52 cards. Therefore, the probability of getting a king or a queen is the number of favorable outcomes over the total number of possible outcomes, which is 8 over 52, or 2 over 13.
Unplayable solitaire game satisfies the following 3 conditions simultaneously. 1. No aces are in the 15 playable cards. 2. None of the 7 playable cards in the row stacks can be moved to a different row stack. 3. None of the 8 playable cards in the deck can be moved to any of the 7 row stacks.
Solitaire is a game that was developed in 1989 by Microsoft intern Wes Cherry. It has been included into every Windows except for those few copies which were installed by paranoid companies who ripped those innocent games out of the program's roster in a frenzy of profit-induced, efficiency-increasing measures of absolute tyranny. Using the standard scoring, the highest possible score is 24,113.
Tell them where I'm from. Finger on the pump, make the 6 straight jump from SoCal. Hollywood to the slums, chronic smoke, get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole damn world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your down, say. Get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit, and me on my way to Venice. LA got the people saying, la 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 la. Brooklyn saying, la 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 la. Hacienda saying, la 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 la. Vegas saying, la 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 la. Rio saying, la 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 la. Tokyo saying, la 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 la. Down under saying, la 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 la. Miami saying, la 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 la. Jamaica saying,
On your own. And it's not just a game, you can actually apply just everything. Come on, Nicole! You nerd! And it's not just a game, you can apply
what you represent when we come to your down, say. Getting with the business when I come from Kansas City, hit Manila till it's Christmas, out to India. I visit Puerto Rico, it's exquisite, bring my people back to Venice. LA got the people saying, la, la, la.